All right, next, Stuttgart. And I'm intrigued here. I thought they did some really tidy work in the final hours of the transfer window. We already talked about Jakob Brons Larsen, so we don't need to delve too much into that. But they ship out Anthony Rouault for 30 million euros to Stuttgart. I think that is really good money for a player that they personally thought had reached the ceiling and wasn't going to develop much further. They then go to Nuremberg and sign Finn Jeltsch, U17 World Cup winner, played pretty much every single minute for Nuremberg already as a 17 and 18-year-old this season, right? And they bring in Luca Jaquez for a centre-back from Luzern for 4.5 million euros. He's 21. Jeltsch is 18, but Jeltsch has played in a very physical league in the Zweite Bundesliga, right? And he's playing regular minutes there already. I don't think he's going to step up right away and be the number one defender for VfB Stuttgart, but he's probably not far away. And this is also a player, I wrote an article on him for Transfermarkt because he was linked to a bunch of Premier League clubs, right? This is a player that a lot of teams in Europe wanted. And Stuttgart went and got him, and they got him really quickly and swiftly. And it sounds like Jeltsch also really wanted to play under Sebastian Hoeneß. Helps probably that his former coach in Nuremberg, Miroslav Klose, worked together with Sebastian Hoeneß at Bayern Munich, right? So there is that natural connection. Miroslav Klose has done really good work with Jeltsch as well in Nuremberg. This is a transfer I think that Stuttgart sets up Stuttgart really well for the future. If Jeltsch reaches the ceiling that I think we all think he can reach.
Yeah, I mean, I agree completely. I mean, I think Luca, I would pronounce that Luca Jaquez, to be honest. Jaquez, I don't know, Jaquez. My French is terrible, so I haven't got a clue.
What is the second citizenship? Martinique? Was that Dominican Republic? Oh, it's Dominican Republic. Jaquez.
Oh, is he? Sorry, I thought he was Swiss. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, Dominican Republic, I suppose. I would pronounce that the French way, but yeah, I guess we'll find out. I'm sure Derek Ray will be along eventually to explain to pronounce it. You'll get to the bottom of it. I think both of them are great signings. Jaquez, if you'll allow me to call him that for the time being, has a lot of experience playing in the Swiss Super League. He's already got 66 first-team appearances for Luzern in Switzerland. Another impressive young edge defender, and as you said, Finn Jeltsch is obviously kind of going from strength to strength in the Zweite Bundesliga. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys do actually get flung into the first team before too long, because if you look at that backline at Stuttgart, they've been struggling a lot. As you said, they did a great job to move Rouault on for 13 million euros. But if you look at who else they've got left, everyone else is more or less about the same age, to be perfectly honest with you. I know Jabot is probably the oldest one there, but then they've got Al Dakil, the 22-year-old. Zagadou, okay, he's 25, but he's not exactly a senior player. And Henry Chase, so obviously the American who's really played probably too much football, to be honest, this season. He hasn't exactly, he's looked very raw, shall we say, and he's obviously learning his trade on the go. So I actually think these guys have been brought in to kind of actually shore up that defence, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see them both end up in starting positions by the end of the season. So yeah, I completely agree with you. I think they're both really impressive, smart signings, and it's Stuttgart do what Stuttgart do. I actually saw someone on Blue Sky the other night during the transfer window. I think it was maybe when Jeltsch went through and saying, this is the kind of deal that Dortmund should be making, but obviously Stuttgart are just running rings around them in the transfer window, And yeah, they've done a great job. I also think Jakob Brun Larsen as well. He's obviously, a bit older. It's not exactly a glamorous signing, but he's done great since he joined Stuttgart. So yeah, 3 out of 3 for me. 3 great signings from Stuttgart this window.
Well, also, I feel like, these are the issues that we have. Let's address them. And they did. The defense has been struggling. They needed another in-depth player who can score for them. And they went out and did exactly that. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do in the winter transfer window. You're supposed to address the weaknesses in your squad and fix it. And they did exactly that. So, yeah, amazing work.